Hello, welcome to this channel. Let's talk about our first impression about Jurassic World Rebirth. Actually, my first impression. But if you wanna share your opinion, you can just comment down below. So it's been like 3 days after I watch it, so I kinda forget about things, the detail of the movie. And my review, this movie review, might like jump to one stuff to the other stuffs, so forgive me. So let's start with marketing, okay? I saw a comment about that person didn't even see a single thing about this movie before the movie came out, so that person thought that the marketing for this movie is bad. Well, probably it's about the algorithm thing. Maybe that person didn't even search for dinosaurs or this franchise, that's why the algorithm wasn't working for him or her, whatever. But for me, I think the marketing is just spoiled us too much. So a few months ago, I love watching content creators, more like the Jurassic content creators. They love analysis about scene to scene for the trailer and things. But then, after watching the introduction, the first scene of the movie, I was like, oh no, this is too much. And I'm thinking, are they even still have an interesting, creepy, scary scenes in the movie that they didn't show up yet? And then after that, I stopped looking at the analysis videos before the movie comes out because I'm scared I got spoiled. For someone that, well, I don't really call myself as a fan, but I'm kinda a fan of science fiction, so as a fan of those science fiction movie, I think they showed us too much scenes. And yeah, I saw the movie and I didn't really get like I didn't really get surprised by the movies because of the spoiler trailers scenes, and I wish I didn't see them. Well, I stopped myself to watch no more spoilers, but it's still not surprising. I think I stopped it after the scene Mosasaurus thing. Maybe we'll talk about that later. So what should I talk about next? Maybe the plot or sound design or special effects. I'll talk from the easy one first, okay? From sound design, I love it. The dinosaurs, voices, noises, whatever. They sounded creepy, nice. And I remembered when watching it, I was like, something like that. And I got jump scared by the sound. Just a little bit jump scare. For special effects, I'm the type of a person that doesn't really care about those technological things. When I saw the first trailer or teaser, I was like, oh no, it looks very not in real life. And then for the official trailer or something, the second one, and I thought that, oh, it's better than the other one. There's some growth there, yeah. But for the movie, overall, I'm okay with them. But sometimes there are scenes that I was thinking like, this is very editing, even though I'm not good at technological, I can see the difference. And yeah, the one thing I miss about the old movies are like, they're using practical effect. Do you guys know what I mean? I miss the way they use like the dinosaur feels real. I miss that. But for the Jurassic World, I don't really get annoyed by that, but I wish they could be more like alive with the natural surroundings. So what shall I talk about next? Maybe science explanation? Well, mostly I'm not a biologist, so mostly as a regular person I can accept it. Well, I'm not really smart, but I'm kinda smart. Well, not really. Well, it's more like I can forgive many things, so mostly I can accept it, but there are some questionable things. So about the family went to that area. Oh, by the way, I'll talk. Whatever. Okay, let's get back to the topic. The family went to that area. So they're like boating, traveling around the island, that the only island that the rest of species can still live. Dinosaurs, I mean. So the family are around that area, right? And they said the chance of getting attacked on that area is like 1 out of 50. So it's just like, it's not their luck, right? But still, why that area? Why not the other area, The ocean is like very wide, right? Did I miss something? I'm glad that. So I saw comments about, well, if you knew that a comment about the trailer. That person said, well, you knew that you're gonna have some dangerous adventure, but you're still bringing a kid, and it turns out they're saving the kids, family kids. So I'm glad that that's what's happened. Yeah. I think there are some questionable things again, but I don't really remember since explanation thing. Oh, the other one is the rubber boat. So at first attack, the T-Rex on water, how to explain it in science and in English? The first kind of bite wasn't a bite. It's more like when you're trying to bite something but you can only brush off the permukaan. Apa itu permukaan? Yeah, the first attack is only on the surface of the boat. So the not so sharp teeth only brush off that rubber. But the second kind of bite, well, the first one is not really a bite, it's more like brush off. But the second attack was like a bite. Like not really, wait. It's like when you grabs something with your hand, but it's with your teeth. It's not like there's supposed to be some kind of damage to that rubber boat. What kind of rubber boat is that? That boat is like very something like that when that dinosaur bite it, like crushing it. I mean, a little bit of one teeth like poking the boat, you know. But then, yeah, should I talk in here or should I talk later? Okay, maybe I should talk like this in this and this part. So T-Rex just gave up like that when that T-Rex cannot reach the family. I saw a comment about, yeah, before the T-Rex attack that family, the T-Rex has been eating a dinosaur before, and we saw the corpse, and then that T-Rex was sleeping. So it means that it's just probably full. So maybe T-Rex chasing after them because of what? Because of what? Maybe they disturb that T-Rex sleep schedule, or maybe it's just like hunting, or it's territorial thing. Maybe. Shall we talk about my plot introduction? It was very good. Oh, by the way, when the first time I knew the new dinosaur name, it's like T-Rex, right? And I was like, you mean Dolphin Rex? And I saw a comment that it looks like Beluga Rex. I call it Beluga Rex. The Beluga Rex. I kinda like that they put moral value at the beginning. A science must not be ridiculous, must not be stupid, and always alert at the time. And one of the scientists ate and then just throw through the plastic of chocolate or something, plastic snack, something. And then that thing went into ventilator, and then boom, there's some technological error. I love that introduction part. The atmosphere was very alerting. The red smoke, it was gorgeous, scary. The story itself, it's like, so the format is like scary, funny, and they switch between Zora team and the family team. But the thing is about that, about the funny parts, sometimes are like, okay, that's funny, but sometimes are like, okay, this is too much. Sometimes are like, this is not important. About Beluga, the Beluga Rex. So I don't really mind that Beluga Rex is not really here, but the thing is, it's supposed to be the big boss of this film, right? The thing is, why did it give up easily? That thing cannot swim or something? It felt like it's just end the movie. It didn't. It felt like the structure is just introduction and then up, and then down, up for scary, funny thing, and then down, up, and then up a little bit, and then dip, and then suddenly, boom, we're safe. Maybe this is my thing lately. When I watch movies on theater, I feel like there's something missing. It's been like 3 movies and I felt like that all the time. Is it like my problem, or is just like really something missing in this movie? So maybe audience reaction, For dinosaur fan, I don't know. General audience first maybe. So I saw it with my cousins. My older cousin, well, she's still younger than me, but she's older than the other cousin. So the older cousin, her favorite genre is fantasy, and she hates horror. What did she do when she was watching this movie? She closed her eyes. She's scared. And she noticed the same thing with me, just like me. It's like the dumb thing they did, and the moral value of this movie at the first part. And the younger cousin, she loves horror movie, more like Indonesian horror movie. And surprisingly, she's scared too. She said that she's a little bit scared, but yeah, at one part she closed her eyes, and then her sister told her to stop, and then boom, jump scared. She's scared. And this younger cousin, she really loves the aesthetic sky at the end of the movie. So now my reaction. Well, I love science fiction. Science fiction is my favorite movie genre. So first thing first, did I enjoy the movie? Yes, I did. It's nice, a journey. Did I disappointed? Maybe. Not really. Actually, not really. After that Dominion, this is much more of my cup of tea. Yeah. So in short, I love this movie more than Dominion. If you love Dominion, I'm sorry. I mean no harm to you, but that film isn't my cup of tea. So do I want to rewatch this movie? Yes, after it came out of in online release or something. And do I think this movie could be even more better than this? Yes, definitely. There are things I add something to make it like more full as a movie. Well, I saw this movie as, well, I'm not really, thank God I'm not a genius. Well, I'm kinda smart. Just like I said, I'm more like a nice reviewer. I don't complain much, but I'll try my best to give like a nice and polite critic. So it could be better. So I'm more like a reviewer like that. So if you have the same vision as me, maybe we have the same review of this film. I hope you can understand me. So let's talk about characterization. Overall, they're likable, and of course there's at least one person is always from the company, and they're like very greedy, of course. But are they iconic? Compared to the other movies, I think. So at Jurassic World, they change like between Claire, and then the man, whatever his name is, Pratt, and then the two kids. They switch always the scene between them, and they're all iconic. But in here, Zora team and family team, they're likable, but they're both like, well, not so iconic. Maybe because they have like share like 9 of them. Well, the thing is, all of them has their characterization is like, we can differentiate them, kinda, I think. Not really. Wait, maybe yes? The thing is, yes, there are like 9 of them maybe. We get to know them one bit, yeah, a little bit of them. We knew their characters, their past, their story, their, I don't know, condition, family condition. The thing is, they're not iconic. But sometimes I'm thinking that maybe too much, the way they told the story of these characters are too much. I think this movie is good as its own, but if they're gonna make like the continuation of this movie, maybe, well, I saw somewhere that the writer or someone just think that this is gonna be one movie, but then they change some to be, maybe there's a possibility about the next movie. So I got distracted again and I forgot what did I end up talking the last I talk about. So I saw a comment, maybe it's a rage bait or something, or maybe that person is like didn't even watch the movie. So that comment said that they made Zora is more smart than the others and made the guys dumb. Do not trust that kind of comment, because I saw them. They're all have their function in this team. So this is not work, okay? Just because the main character in here is Zora, a woman, and we dislike how they treat the movies these days because of the woke movement. But this isn't that kind of movie. They're all are good in their own field. Let's talk about some dumb things they did. Man, I think I noticed some, but I don't really remember them because it's been like 3 days. Forgive me for that. Forgive me that I cannot give like a full review because I forgot them. I think I forgot them. So I think I noticed like, yeah, I've talked like that. So the only thing I remember is this scientist. I don't remember his name. Okay, I got distracted again by some random noise. So the scientist should have known how dangerous it is, right? When you go near to a dinosaur, even though it's a herbivore, and even though it's been distracted by, you know, loving situations between dinosaurs, it's not smart to just touch one of the dinosaur and then yay, screaming I'm happy. From professional perspective, it broke some of the rules. He didn't even careful enough to you know, I just think that you know what I mean. But my older cousin, not really, she's not older than me. The older cousin, she noticed the same thing as me, and she's kinda, ooh, you're supposed to be a scientist. But then my younger cousin said, well, maybe that's the point. He's a scientist, and this is like maybe his one chance in his life that he can touch the dinosaur. Well, fine. Okay, I can accept that. Fine. And there's a thing that really surprised me. I saw a comment about years ago, no idea if this is true or not, but dinosaurs do not just attack people like that, right? I think it was a review for the past movies, because they've been chased by dinosaurs even though they're just like a little food, even though there are big dinosaurs out there, but they chose to just chase after humans, and I was surprised that how many people in here again? Oh, it's 11 people. So at first I thought that they introduced us to these many people because they could like do killer counts to them. They're alive in this movie just to get killed, but it turns out they're not, and I love being surprised by them. But the thing is, I wish it could be like more good if there's at least one emotional depth in here, so that it doesn't feel like they have that much of plot armor. About Beluga Rex, maybe that thing is full after eating the two people in that transportation, and one people in the other transportation. So maybe it's full, so maybe that's why it didn't chase after. I hope you don't get really spoiled, because I've tried my best to make my review not so noticeable. kinda ambiguous review. I hope you don't get spoiled. If it turns out you got spoiled, I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, have I said about the main characters are not main characters? In here, they're like shining, all of them. Well, in previous movies, what his name again? The scientist, the paleontologist, the Claire, and the Chris Patman. I don't remember his name. So they're like shining, right? Even though there are many characters, other characters maybe, they're like iconic in their movie. But in here, they're all shining. It's like a teamwork, like them. Oh, I forgot about the plot. Have I said this? Because it's like scary, funny, scary, funny, scary, funny. It doesn't really scare me. Yes, I feel like I'm on the edge of cliff sometimes, but I don't know. I wish it could be more like painful. I wish it could be like more atmospheric. Well, I think that's it. I don't really remember much, and I don't want to give you a spoiler. Maybe. So yeah, thank you. Bye. If you want to ask me my opinion about some things about the movie, you can just ask in comment, and let's talk about them together, discuss them. Okay, bye.